Hey everyone, this week we're working the upper body. Grab onto your light weights and let's take it to the mat. We're going to begin in child's pose today. Knees go a little bit wider than your hips and just crawl your fingertips forward. Think about relaxing your tailbone down towards your heels. Take a few deep breaths here. Good, really releasing into the mat on your exhale. And then crawl, extend those fingertips forward, slowly roll into a modified push-up position. Give me one push-up there. And then come back, tailbone to heels, child's pose, rolling through. So you're staying on your knees the entire time as you take this modified child's pose push-up. And as you push up, try to get your elbows to point towards the back corners of your mat. Good. Keep your hips slightly tucked so you push up without arching your back or piking up too high, just a slight tuck. We're warming up here so you can begin to move a little bit faster. Core tight. Good, last one here. Push up and hold it here. Tuck your toes, pop up to a full high plank. And then exhale, hips go back down dog. Inhale, roll, ripple through your spine out to a high plank and back up to your down dog. So you're just rolling through that spine, high plank to down dog. Try not to move into hyperextension with those elbows. Keep a slight bend in the arms. Heels go down in that down dog. So your legs get a little bit of a bonus stretch. Good. Now we're adding on 2 shoulder taps each time you come back to that high plank, opposite hand to opposite shoulder, and then back to that down dog. So just adding on 1 tap, 2 tap. Try not to move those hips around. Feet are a little bit wider than your hips here. Good. And when you got it, start to pick up the pace. Squeeze that core nice and tight. Good. Using that breath. Back stays strong. Good, last one here, high plank, and then just shoulder tap it out to finish. Tap and tap. Squeeze that core, try not to rock and roll on those hips. Shoulders strong. Good, you got it. Last one, hold the high plank still, squeeze the core, and drop down to your knees, child's pose. Great work. Catch your breath. Roll out those wrists. And then flip onto your back. Feet are hip width apart, fingertips behind your head, and then use your core to float 1 leg up to tabletop, 2 leg up to tabletop, melt into the mat, and begin to crunch. Tabletop crunches here. So fingertips are laced behind your head, elbows are nice and wide, ribs tight. Try not to move your knees to your nose. You're lifting and crunching up to your knees. Legs stay stable, core stays tight. Good, chin away from your chest. Exhale every time you lift and crunch. Nice work. Last one here. Hold the crunch and then lower it down. We're adding on toe tap. Stay on tabletop, slowly tap your toes to the mat and then back up to that crunch. 1 crunch, lower the head, toe tap. So glue your inner thighs together. You're moving as 1 unit. 1 crunch, 1 toe tap. Your goal is to try to get those toes to touch the mat without lifting your low back off the mat. So if you have to lower and hover and work up to tapping the mat, totally fine. When you got it here, start to move a little bit faster. Rib cage stays nice and tight. Nice, really relaxing that head into your hands so you're not holding tension in your neck. Upper and lower core here. Good, last one, toe tap last time. Back up. All right, feet are on the mat. Hands shoot up to the sky, palms in. Walk your feet about 3 inches ahead and then roll all the way up to a seated crunch and then roll right back down. So without using momentum here, you're trying to just use your core. Feet are flexed. Arms stay up over your shoulders the entire time. Try not to swing them overhead as you lower. Good. We can start to move a little bit faster here, just firing up that center core. Try to hit every vertebra as you roll up and onto the mat. Chin away from your chest. Making sure we're breathing. Great work. Last one, lower onto the mat. Good. Hands go underneath your tailbone. Legs shoot up to the sky. They're straight. Point the toes. Leg lift. Start to lower the legs down. Hover just over the mat and then lift right back up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Good. Ribs stay tight. Lower core works hard. To exhale, bring those legs right up overhead. Nice, relaxing that upper body and then adding on. Lower the legs, give me one open close, one starfish, and then shoot it right back up. Lower, open close the legs, work the inner thighs and the obliques, and lift back up. Nice and controlled without popping that low back off the mat. How far can those legs go from side to side? Melt those ribs in. Good, you got it. Now hold the legs out, just open, close with those starfish. Option to lift and crunch up so you're in a hollow body hold. Gaze towards your navel. Good, open, close. Long straight legs. Hold it still, squeeze the legs, and then hug those knees into chest. Nice work. All right, rock and roll up to a seated position. Onto your knees, grab onto your weights. Roll those shoulders out, take a weight in each hand. Good. Palms go down by your thighs, front T downs. Extend the arms in front, to the side, and then down by your hips. So you're not lifting above your shoulders. Fight to get those arms at shoulder height the entire time. Core stays tight, shoulders down, arms are slightly bent. Good, chin away from your chest. Squeeze your glutes. Engaging your shoulders and upper back. Nice. Good. Hold the arms front. Palms are flipped down. We're going for crisscross here. Crisscross, arm over arm, moving a little bit faster. Squeeze that core. If it's too much on your knees, you could always sit down on those heels. Up to you. Crisscross. Keep it going. Breathe it out. Good. Fight for it. Hold the arms still and slowly lower. All right, shoulders a break. We're going for tricep kickbacks. Tilt forward slightly. Extend the arms back and in. Good. So without moving the elbows or the upper part of your arm, you're just kicking those arms back, and same deal. If it's too much on your knees, you could always sit down on those heels. Try not to hunch your upper back. Stay nice, long, and extended. You can gaze out in front of you, or you can keep that high diagonal going. Just make sure there's space between your chin and chest. Good. Hold the arms back. We're going for circles. Pick a direction and give me some circles. Keep those arms hovered about 1 inch or 2 inches from your hips. Good. And circle the other way. You got it. Core in. Hold the arms back. Hold, hold, hold. And slowly lower it down. All right, grab onto one weight. You're in a child's pose. Take your weight into your left hand. Extend those arms in front of you. Good. Lift and hover the left arm. Come up. Extend and kick back just that left arm, and then hips go back to that child's pose. So moving nice and slow here, absolutely no rush. Firing up that left side of your back and left tricep. Good. If it helps, knees can be a little bit wider than your hips here. Try not to tap that weight down to the mat. Keep it hovered. Right arm stays slightly bent. Good, last one. Hold it back behind you. Flip the palm up to the sky and just pulse that tricep. Here we go, pulse and pulse. Good, you got it. Hold and place it down. Whew, let's switch sides. All right, back to that child's pose. The weight's in your right hand now. Lift and hover the weight right into it. Slowly extend and lift. Tricep kick back. Extend it forward and hover. Nice and slow and steady. Trying to keep that weight even. As best as you can. Add a challenge with that weight. Good. Back stays nice and strong as you move back and forth. Breathe it out. Good. Last one. Hold the arm back. Flip the palm up to the sky and tricep pulses here. Pulse it up. You got it, just an inch. Pulse it out. Core tight. All right. Place that weight down. Roll out those wrists really quick. Catch your breath, or popping up to a high plank. Hands and toes. Make sure the weight's in between your hands. And then grab that weight in your left arm as you move into a right side plank. Gaze up towards that left hand. Place it down. Let's switch. So just alternating high planks here as you move through center. Good. If it's ever too much with the weight, you could always do it without the weight. Keep those hips nice and level. And if it's too much on your toes, you could always do this on your knees too. Just be sure to drop those hips slightly forward so you're in a nice modified plank. Good. Slow and steady. Find your balance. Lift up through those obliques. Engage the upper back. Nice. Shoulders away from your ears. Last one each side. All right. Hold that high plank center. Hold, squeeze. Take it to your knees. Child's pose, nice and quick. Move that weight out of the way and just quickly roll out those wrists. Triangle push-ups, last little arm pump here. Make a triangle with your hands. Pointer finger and thumbs touch. Now you can take this on your knees or your toes. Modify push-up position and start to bend. Elbows shoot up to the side. Try to take your entire upper body with you. Core stays tight, hips are slightly tucked. Good. Back stays strong, firing up your chest and triceps here. Breathe it out. You know this one's killer. You got it. Last one, hold it down. We're pulsing it out. Hold the bend and just pulse, pulse. Good, you're almost there. Pulse it out, core tight. Don't arch the back. Fight for it, you got it. All right, shake it out, child's pose. Ooh, catch that breath. All right, we're laying all the way down on your stomach, hand over hand. Squeeze your glutes, hips down, elbows to the side, back sit-ups. Lift the upper back and lower. Lift and lower. Nice quick transitions here, getting the most bang for your buck in 20 minutes. Legs are long, engaging the upper back. Good, and try not to crunch that neck. Stay gazing at the floor so it stays nice and long, scooping up and out and down. Okay, here we go. Hold it up here. Extend those arms out in front of you. And then bend the elbows for lat pull downs, holding that upper body crunch. Elbows to the side. Squeeze your upper back. Feel your shoulder blades gliding down the back. Good. Hover it out. Squeeze those glutes. Don't take it into your low back. Think about staying nice and long and strong. Everything's hovering. Good, last one. Hold it out, hold, and lower. All right, forearms down, tuck the toes, pop up to a forearm plank. Here we go, forearms and toes or forearms and knees, hip dips. Dip those hips from side to side. Exhale, dip, inhale, lengthen. Yeah, so on your toes, or if it's too much on your toes, take it to a modified plank, but you know the deal, slight tuck of the hips. So you're in a true modified plank. Nice, shoulders strong. Make sure those elbows are directly underneath your shoulders. Use that breath. Tipping side to side, good. Hold it center. Hold. And child's pose. Catch your breath. Alrighty, grab onto one weight and come onto your left forearm. You're in a modified side plank. Excuse me, right forearm. Take the weight into your left hand. Right forearm, weights into your left hand. Extend that left leg and left arm, lift and hover. Knee crunch, bend it in, extend. So you're in a modified right side plank, lifting that arm up overhead. Left arm and left leg shoots away from your midline without arching your back. Nice, stay nice and hovered. Knee crunch in, inhale, extend. Good, hold it out to the side. Now option to stay here, come up to a full side plank. Just give me pulses here on that right oblique. Lift and lift. If it's too much with the weight, place the weight down. Good, breathe it out. Hips are stacked. Hold it center, hold. Open the chest. And gently come out. Good, take that weight into both hands. You're in a seated position, Russian twist. Twisting from side to side. Now heels can stay on the mat or in a tabletop position. Really let the weight of that weight drop from side to side. Make those obliques work. Exhale each time you twist. Nice, moving a little faster. Pick up the pace. Dropping side to side. Good, last one each side. And shake it out. Let's flip over to your left elbow. Take the weight into your right hand. Modified left side plank. Good. Right leg shoots out. Right arm shoots out. Lift and hover. Here we go, right into that knee crunch, bending elbow to knee. You're hovered on that left oblique, lifting up and out of that shoulder. Slow and controlled, do not arch that back, staying a nice, long, straight line. Core in, ribs tight. Good, breathe it out. Hold it out, extend that arm up to the sky. Now option to stay here, come up to a full left side plank. We pulse it out. Lift and lift, just little pulses here on that left oblique. You got it, nice open chest. Hold. Lift and hover. Good work, come on out. All right, final push through your center core. Stay holding on to that weight, lay all the way down. Take that weight up to the sky and just crunching up to that weight. Little crunches here, lift and lift. Good, breathe it out. Little baby crunches. Chin away from your chest. Good, hold that crunch, bend the elbows in, draw those knees to elbows, small ball, and full extension crunch. Lower the head, neck, and shoulders as you stretch away. Crunch it in, extend away from your midline. Good, without letting that low back pop off the mat. Slow and steady, hovering the arms and the legs. Make that core work. Pick up the pace to finish. Good, breathe it in, exhale, inhale. Ribs tight, you got it. Good. Last one, hold it out. Lift the head, neck, and shoulders, hollow body hold. Lower the legs 1 more inch. Lift up the chest 1 more inch. Hold. And shake it out. Alrighty, nice work. Hug those knees into chest. Great job today. We're gonna stay and stretch. If you have to go, I totally understand, but if you'd like to stay and stretch, we're gonna take a torso twist. Drop those knees over toward the left, extend your right hand, and gaze over towards your right hand. Just relax and breathe. Option to stretch that right leg. Give your IT band a nice stretch. That feels good, just breathing here. Good, and then let's switch over to the other side. Drop your knees over to the left, or the right side. Extend your arm over to the left. An option to stretch that leg. Stretch your IT band, whatever feels good here. Rewarding your body for all its hard work. Rewarding yourself for taking some time for yourself today. Good. Hug those knees into chest and rock and roll up to a seated position. Crisscross those legs and just give me some head rolls. Shake it out, loosening the upper body. Head rolls in one direction and then switching directions. Just breathing it out. Good. Take a nice side bend. Lift and scoop that left arm up and over. Stretching out your left side. And then reach to a diagonal, nose to knee. Should feel really good on your back. Crawl those fingers to center. And roll up. Let's switch. Right arm scoops up and over. Nice long line, both sits bones down. Lift up towards that diag. Stretch out your right side. Nose to knee. Crawl towards center. Stretch those arms and then slowly roll up to a seated position. Awesome work, you guys. I'll see you next week.